Today, we are talking about 5 super common mistakes pregnant women make that can lead to back pain. And I'll show you what you need to avoid and what you can start doing instead to keep your back happy and keep you feeling more comfortable throughout your entire pregnancy. So my name is Marie. I'm a holistic health coach and a prenatal yoga instructor with over 20 years of experience. And I make these videos because pregnancy can be hard. It takes a toll on the body. And I want to help you have a happier and easier journey to motherhood. So pregnancy back pain is the #1 reason that women join my prenatal yoga program. And when I start talking to them and digging and asking questions, what I find out is that they are almost always making these mistakes. And maybe you are too. So let's fix this, starting right now. #1. Thinking that more stretching will solve the problem. Now, listen, I'm a yoga teacher. I love stretching. Stretching is awesome and amazing and wonderful. But it's only a part of the equation. And the part that too often gets ignored is working on your core. A lot of pregnant women think that core strength is just something they're gonna take care of after baby is born. But if you want your back to stay healthy and comfortable, you need to focus on maintaining that core throughout the pregnancy. And this doesn't have to be intense. And in fact, it shouldn't be, because mistake #2 is overdoing it. Pregnancy is going to reduce your overall physical capacity. You cannot push yourself as hard as you normally might. You can't keep working out the same way or at the same level of intensity. When you overdo it, that's a recipe for a sore and achy back. And listening to your body when it's whispering at you, not screaming, helps a lot with this. Because sometimes we just wait too long. When I was pregnant with my second baby, my daughter was only 14 months old. And like many toddlers, she wanted to be picked up and carried a lot. So I would bend over and pick her up. And at first, my body just whispered, "Hey, this isn't a good idea." Then these little twinges in my back would come up and I would ignore them. And then those twinges got louder and louder until my back was really, truly hurting and screaming at me. So I figured out what I was doing wrong, which is all about how I was picking up, which is mistake #4. But the other problem was that I waited too long. I overdid it and then I waited too long. I waited till my body was screaming at me before I made a change. So I'm really hoping that you are gonna learn from my mistake and you're gonna shift things when your body is just kind of doing those little whispers. And I'm also gonna invite you to shift your mindset. Yes, your physical capacity is changing. And that's okay. You're creating a brand new human, and that's pretty amazing and awesome. So we're not gonna overdo it with physical activity or strength training. In fact, we're just going to do one simple core movement every single day, multiple times. Are you ready for it? Baby hugs. What you're gonna do is you're gonna draw in your navel as though you were giving your baby a hug. Hold it and then release. And we are gonna do this 10 times in a row. And I would love for you to do it with me right now. That's my invitation, because listening to me explain this is not gonna fix your back. But doing it with me, feeling it in your own body and building that into a habit, now that can change your whole pregnancy. So here we go. Do this with me. Draw your navel in, give your baby a hug, hold, and release. That's 1. Draw your navel in, give your baby a hug, hold, release. 2. Draw your baby in, give baby a hug, hold, release. 3. We're getting there. Navel in, give baby a hug, hold, release. 4. Draw navel in, give your baby a hug, hold, and release. 5. You're halfway there. Draw your navel in, give baby a hug, hold, release. 6. Draw your navel in, give baby a hug, hold, release. 7. Draw your navel in, give baby a hug, hold, release. 8. Draw your navel in, give baby a hug, hold, release. 9. Last one, everyone. Draw that navel in, give baby a hug, hold, and release. 10. Woo! You did it. Do you feel that? Yes, you still have abs, even though they are being stretched out. Now, let your belly be totally soft and loose. And as you go about your day, you're just going to do these 10 little baby hugs a few times each day. Aim for doing that 5 times over the course of the day. So a total of 50 baby hugs every day. And my encouragement to you is right now you would commit to this, that you would commit to yourself and commit to doing these baby hugs every day. It's going to make your back so much happier. So right now, type baby hugs down in the comments. Declare it. Comment on this one step and commit that you are moving towards a healthier pregnancy. This movement is going to help your belly hold the weight of that sweet little baby and stabilize your whole midsection. And bonus, when you do 5 sets of these each day, you are going to be well on your way to fixing mistake number 3. And mistake number 3 is not surprising. In fact, it's hugely common, and that is poor posture. When you're pregnant, you simply can't get away with poor posture the way you could at other times in your life. So here is my super easy fix for posture. I want you to first figure out, how would you normally stand? Are you someone who kind of slouches, or are you someone who always sways your back? The easiest way to do this is just to close your eyes, stand up, and imagine that you're standing in the line at the grocery store. And notice, how do you stand? Particularly in pregnancy, because of the weight of the belly, women tend to sway their backs. But I want you to stand up and do this little exercise right now to figure it out. Just pause the video and figure it out right now. Okay, now that you know, here is what you're going to do about it. Super duper easy. You're going to imagine that there is a little string on the top of your head, and you're imagining that someone is pulling it up. And as soon as you pull up on that string, you are naturally going to elongate your spine and come into a much better position. And when you are doing those baby hugs often throughout the day, it's going to help you clue into your body a little more, be a little more aware of your posture, and with a strong core, it's much easier to maintain good posture. Okay, on to mistake number 4. How are you picking up things from the floor? It takes less energy to hinge at the waist and bend over to pick something up, but it's so much harder on your back.
Watch how the back moves when you squat to pick something up. Now compare that to what happens when you bend and lift something. It puts so much more pressure on your spine.
So instead, when you want something on the floor, either forget about it entirely. Just kidding. Although you are totally allowed to get someone else to pick it up for you. But if you want to make your back happy and your core strong, you are going to bend those knees, drop your bum, squat, and pick it up. Yes, I know this takes way more energy, but it is truly a win-win-win, because not only are you protecting your back, you are also strengthening your pelvic floor and your core. Strong and stable, baby. That's what we want throughout pregnancy. Now, how about the toddlers? Because if you've got one, you know they want to be picked up. So here's what I settled on. I'd ask myself, do I have the energy and the physical capacity in this moment to do a proper squat? If yes, I would squat and pick up my daughter. If not, I would help her climb onto a chair and then I would pick her up from the chair so that I wasn't bending over. So for those of you with toddlers, let me know in the comments if that tip helps. Now, on to our fifth and final mistake, your sleeping position. Now, past a certain point, sleeping on your back just won't feel comfortable. And by the second and third trimester, it can compress some of those major blood vessels. So women will switch to sleeping on their sides. But here's the big mistake: not having proper alignment from the shoulders, the ribs, the hips, the knees to the feet. Ideally, we want the same alignment as when you are sitting, just tipped over. But the weight of the belly can pull the spine into a bit of a weird twist. And that awkward bit of twisting during the night is going to make your back feel sore in the morning. So putting a blanket, a foam wedge, or a small cushion under your belly will provide support and keep you in alignment. Next, we need to keep the hips, the knees, and feet in alignment. But too often, those pregnancy pillows only support between the knees. And if there's nothing between your ankles, it's going to make you sore. So you need to support your legs all the way down, from the hips to the feet, to create that neutral spine position and hip position. So for the best sleeping position, you are both supporting the belly and the hips by keeping the space between the knees and ankles. And here's a bonus tip. If you happen to wake up on your back, so often pregnant mamas will tell me, Marie, I am trying to sleep on my side, but I keep moving while I'm sleeping and then waking up on my back and getting all stressed out. So here's your quick fix. Place a cushion behind you or use a curved pregnancy pillow that goes up your back so that if you accidentally roll onto your back during sleep, you're on a little bit of an incline. And even an inch or two off of flat back will really help to keep the uterus off of those blood vessels and keep blood flow to your baby strong and healthy. And of course, engaging in safe, pregnancy-friendly movements is a great way to continue to support your back. So I'm going to link this to my prenatal yoga for happy backs routine. And if you enjoyed this video, please click on the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to continue to explore the both wonderful and sometimes challenging world of pregnancy along with me. And I will see you in the Yoga for Backs in the next video.